Next up, we have Rasika Mathur. When she faces inevitable rejection, how will she turn the beat around? Welcome, Rasika Mathur.
I'm 6 years old, and my parents love taking me to the Houston Public Library. We spend entire Sunday afternoons there. My dad buried away in finance. My mom lurking around in Stephen King. My sister maturely stocking up on 2 weeks' worth of Sweet Valley High. And me, relegated to the ginormous, glorious children's section. Oh. Now, real quick, I'd actually used to worry about farting out loud because browsing through so many books actually would cause me anxiety and gas. But let me just draw a distinction that shelving books would not cause aforementioned toots, because I'd later go on to be a library volunteer as a teen. So anyway, I feel those tummy gurgles while rifing through the Henrietta the Chicken volumes and Little Miss Sunshines. They're always coming out with another one. And then, oh, that thick, flimsy paperback with magic tricks, puzzles, weird stuff like I'm My Own Grandpa. Remember that one? Not the Willie Nelson song. This is something else. And then I land on a book that would actually teach me how to make my own drum. No tummy gurgle. Right book. Now, a true drummer's soul has ADHD, but I actually stepped up to do this project. No interruptions. I cut a rubber sole off a shoe. I mean, how resourceful was I? I glued it onto a wood block, and I used chopsticks for lack of drumsticks. Can you say follow through? I always did have the energy of an animal. So 5th grade comes around, and this is the pivotal year that you get to pick out an instrument. Drums was not an option. Otherwise, I know, trust me, right? That is, I swear on my scrawny body, I would help move heaven, earth, and a Persian rug to have a garage band. I would just need to work around my parents' Nissan Altima and their giant keg of Monsanto's Roundup, which is also there. So my music teacher, Mrs. Arriaga, says, "Why don't you give the wind instruments a try?" I guess I thought since I could talk a lot, I could blow hot air. But I feel asthmatic, and that gets old really fast. "Well, then it looks like you'll be picking out a stringed instrument, just like your sister." Just like your sister. Those are the words that every little girl wants to hear. I mean, now I will finally get to be just like her. Same amount of friends, lots of easy popularity and prettiness, great grades, all this from playing an instrument. So I try out all of them, and it's a total case of Goldilocks, right? Double bass, too big. The cello, still too big. Viola, ugly sound. Violin, it's just right. Oh, it's such a good fit. And I've picked up a thing or two from my sister over the years about resin or rosin. I don't know what it is. But we could play together. Oh my gosh, I love my life. I jump off the school bus that day, ready to announce to my mom where she is in the kitchen doing her traditional chopping of carrots for dinner. And I come in and I say, "Mommy, I also want to play the violin." She pauses on her chopping of carrots, puts the knife down. She turns and looms large over me and my 10-year-old scrawny frame and bellows, "We already have one instrument in this house. We don't need another." Yeah, I feel gutted. And this wasn't like that anecdote in The Four Agreements where Don Miguel Ruiz says that mom shuts down her daughter's possibilities of singing because that girl had an ugly voice. I was good. So then maybe that's why I tried to fit in to the beat of a different drummer. Michael Jackson! I'm in a strip, guys! Oh. Anna, untuck the shirt. How are my arms? This is 1979. We just made it into the disco era. Okay. Now his moves are starting to sweep local neighborhoods, and the really cool black kid at our school, Corey Stewart, is making it cool to dance like him. So the school puts on a play with a dance number to Thriller. Now, to be cast as a zombie kid, you have to be able to dance. Now, if a teacher taps you, it means your moves aren't really up to snuff. Oh, no worry, for me and my best Filipino friend, I'm from Houston, everything's about race. Her name is Grace Magpantay, and we practiced together. She in particular had down this shoulder shimmy shake, so when it comes time to do it, oh, Grace is just killing it. No tap out. Woo! Now all eyes on me. This is my shoulder shimmy shake. It's a little different from Grace, but that's okay. Everybody's unique. And I feel something on my arm, which is like really annoying when you're trying to dance. And then I understand. I'm being tapped out. Me. Yeah. I mean, I'm humiliated. A little betrayed, Grace. And it's like, wow, suddenly there's a standard. We're 10. I just remember trying really hard to be a good dancer after that. I never forgot those professional choreographed moves. Jumping jacks for zombies, the corpse wave, and going to the haunted house to get more toilet paper. You remember that one? That's this one. Toilet paper. So after that dream died, I pick up a different instrument, a video camera. And it is that big. I spend entire summers making parody music videos with my sister, and we call our channel RMTV. Huh? We do spoofs on videos like Jeremy. That's a massive close-up of me. And it's a very dramatic video. My sister plays Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam, and the traumatized classroom was played by our stuffed animals. Now this goes on for years, this trying to find an outlet for all this electricity. In spite of my family's wish for me to stick to some traditional field, like medicine or pursue my college major of advertising, which is a sellout industry, I'm sorry if you're in the field, but you should get out now. Or even, hey, veterinarian? No, none of it. I decide to march to the beat of my own drum. Comedy. I start out doing open mics at the Comedy Store. This is a tough room. But Bobby Lee from Mad TV is there. And he, after I do one of my improv sets, yanks me into the green room and proceeds to show me his manhood. Yeah, that was exactly my reaction. Why is this happening? I bet you didn't see that coming, sir. Same for me. I mean, we're short on time, but I'll just say it was glorious. And probably a sign to keep going. So I did. I went on to do 5 seasons on the real MTV of a show about rapping comedic insults to celebrities. Dream job. And then I cut a musical comedy album known as the Sorry Rap because I'm Indian. Ah! It never gets old, Anna. I meet a dude who knows a dude who gets me a gig introducing Nirvana, the Nirvana offshoot band Foo Fighters, and the Foo Fighters offshoot band Chevy Metal onto the stage, and I even got to meet Dave Grohl. I got to introduce him on stage. I got to improvise with him, and he's funny, and he hasn't even had any UCB training. And we can go to the next one if you have it, Doug. I am this close to the drummer, Taylor Hawkins. He's taken. I know. Something gets reignited that day. So nowadays, I use music to teach yoga to people in drug and alcohol recovery. Because when you listen to binaural beats, in meditation, this has a way of syncing your nervous system back to what your mother's heartbeat used to be, if that makes sense. And I think that with nobody really telling me what to do anymore, I think I'm just ready to pick up some sticks and start learning the drums. Right? Start playing. And I don't need to make it a career or anything. I mean, well, maybe. Okay, let's ask the universe. Hey, universe. That's you guys. Should I be a hot drummer's wife or a hot drummer? 1, 2, 3, 4.